I'm going to sing this lovely song. And it's about a housewife, like us girls. A housewife having a bit of a nervous breakdown, a bit of a midlife crisis, and also a mid-song crisis. The sun comes up, I think about you. The coffee cup, I think about you. I want you so, it's like I'm losing my mind. The morning ends, I think about you. I talk to friends and think about you. And do they know it's like I'm losing my mind? All afternoon doing every little chore, the thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stop in the middle of the floor, not going left and not going right. I dim the lights and think about you, spend sleepless nights and think about you. You said you loved me, or were you just being kind? Or am I losing my mind? Oh, Steve, I just can't believe you're 75. I've always thought you were a wonderful 83, as a matter of fact. A spunky, feisty, very well-preserved 83 with wonderfully long periods of lucidity. A wonderful man who can still work a rhyming dictionary. That's what I like about you. And a handsome man. I know how handsome you are under all that foliage, may I say. You've always been a bit fuzzy, haven't you, Steve? Why don't you use that battery-powered personal groomer I gave you at Christmas? You know, you could cull a little bit of that collegiate fronding, if we can call it that. After all, I gave the same identical implement to Saddam Hussein, and look what happened to him. Oh, Steve. Oh, darlings, but why? I hoped when my husband Norm died we might get it together, but I think my gap was too big for even you to fill, Steve. It's lovely for me, though. It's lovely to me to be at last at a Stephen Sondheim gala and tribute. Goodness knows there's been enough of them, haven't there, darling? There've been enough of them. And I've missed them all. I was always in the wrong place at the wrong time, I'm afraid. And I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time now, because uptown at the Lincoln Center right now, there's a tribute to me, Possums. There is. That's why you had to hold this in a comparatively downscale venue. That's the only reason. But I've slipped away while old Pavarotti was singing away, admittedly lying on a gurney, but he was singing. He was. And the ultimate tribute to my adorable Stephen Sondheim is that I've snuck out of my own tribute to be here. All afternoon doing every little chore, the thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left like about you. You said you loved me, or were you just being kind? Or am I losing my